Hello, everybody. Okay. All right, I'm gonna just ask, or I'm gonna allow everyone to talk for a moment, so you can just confirm that you can hear us here in the room and that we can hear you as well. So, Camille, looks like you're unmuted. Could you please confirm if you can hear us?
Yeah, sorry. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay,
Uh,
wonderful. Thank you. We can hear you as well. Well, I'm
yeah,
just gonna assume that that goes for everybody. And I'm gonna go ahead and mute everyone again. We can get started.
okay.
Okay. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the zoning administrator hearing today, August 23rd, 2023. We have two hearings on the agenda today, 513 Francisco Boulevard for the expansion of the existing Lexus auto dealership and 1221 Anderson for outdoor storage. We will begin with 513 Francisco and then continue to 1221 Anderson. The meeting will run for each project. There will be a brief presentation by the applicant if they wish. If not, the planner will make a brief presentation on the project. After the applicant makes a presentation, if they wish, the planner will ask any questions of the applicant and give them a chance to respond. Once that's taken place, the zoning administrator hearing will be open to the public. Should any of the members of the public come onto this call and choose to participate, at which time we would ask the public to either raise their hand on the Zoom meeting, or if they are calling on the phone, hit *9. And then should that be the case, the acting zoning administrator, myself, Renee McKinnick, associate planner, or Monica Lee, who is here as well, senior planner, will unmute in the order that those hands were raised or *9 was pressed. So with that, we will begin with 513 Francisco. I'm going to unmute those members. It looks like Patrick, you are able to unmute. And Cecil as well. Would you like to make a presentation on the project?
Well, we had not planned on doing that, although we're happy to answer any questions
Okay, that's
if they come
no
up.
problem at all. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, that not a problem at all. So I'll introduce the project, which I should have done at the top of this particular hearing. We are here today to make a decision on the proposed expansion of the existing Lexus dealership at 513 Francisco Boulevard. Two permits are required for this expansion, per the original 1999 resolution by the Planning Commission. Any amendment to the use permit, which would expand the existing uses, requires a use permit approved by the zoning administrator, as well as an environmental and design review permit reviewed by the design review board, and the zoning administrator is required for the same resolution 99-20 for any addition, expansion, or remodeling. The project will increase the square footage by approximately 75%. In addition, there will be landscaping and some changes to the lighting. This will increase the use as well to add more service bays, in particular to the site. I have one question for the applicant, which is in regard to lighting. The project was previously reviewed by the design review board, and they recommended that the lighting at the site be reduced. And I want to confirm with the applicant if that is their intention, or if there was an issue with that. That's 3,000 to 4,000 Kelvin. Was recommended at all areas of the property with the proposed LED lighting.
Um, Yeah, this is Patrick Wertz. Thank you for the chance to respond to the question. Uh, the lighting on the site is pretty much the minimum we require to operate properly. All the lights are shielded and essentially will not spill over adjacent properties. And the entire lighting, site lighting is based on a 4,000 Kelvin. And I believe that was acceptable when we had our first review of that issue.
That's correct. That was the range that was recommended, was 3,000 to 4,000, so that's great. That is the only question I have for the applicant. So with that, I will open the public hearing for 513 Francisco Boulevard, and I will give anyone attending a minute or two to raise their hand. Again, that is the raise hand function in the Zoom meeting, or if you are on the phone to hit *9. So the public hearing is open if anybody would like to ask questions of the applicant or make comment on the project. Okay, seeing none, I will close the public hearing portion of this hearing. If anybody has any future comments, they're welcome to send them to me directly, renee.nickenick@cityofsanrafael.org. The option to appeal will still apply, which I will review following this decision. So with that, this project is conditionally approved, both the use permit and the environmental and design review permit. The project will be conditioned so as to ensure that proper maintenance is continued of the landscaping that was proposed and that the lighting installed will meet the lighting and glare standards for San Rafael. As a base regulation, there's a 90-day review period following installation of the lighting once construction is completed for any issues, at which time the city may require an additional lighting study should the lighting appear to be brighter than what is allowed. In addition, the landscaping that was proposed for the DRB had requested that the landscaping chosen is an existing planters be non-native plants, so as to keep up a more visually appealing landscape. This landscaping will be reviewed through the building permit process by the fire department, as well as approval from the Marina Municipal Water District will be required for the landscaping overall. Those are standard conditions of any project. The project meets the findings required for a use permit and an environmental and design review permit, particularly in regards to the expansion of the dealership. Will not be adding any new services, but just expanding those existing. As well, the project is within 1/2 mile of an existing transit stop, both a bus stop at the front of the property and the transit center in downtown San Rafael. And so the parking will be reduced due to the expansion of the building, but will meet the requirements and will be adequate for the site. There will be no major change to circulation at the site, and so no impacts are anticipated for the surrounding neighborhood. And so with that, the action is to conditionally approve. The appeal period will last for 5 days, ending next Wednesday at 5 p.m. If any project applicant or any member of the public chooses to appeal the decision, a letter should be addressed to the planning division, the San Rafael Planning Division, with the associated appeal fee. That's $300 for a resident of San Rafael and $4,834 for a non-resident. And that concludes the zoning administrator hearing for 513 Francisco Boulevard. Those in attendance may stay if this is the public hearing, or are welcome to leave. And again, I'll continue to be available. Renee renee.nicknig@cityofsanrafael.org. That's RENEE dot Nicknig, NICKENIG@cityofsanrafael.org. All right. So we will move on to our next zoning administrator hearing. That's for 1221 Anderson Boulevard, and I'll have Monica Lee, who's here, senior planner, to begin.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. So the second item is, as Renee said, it's located at 1221 Anderson Drive. It's for a conditional use permit request for outdoor storage. I believe we do have the applicant here, Kenneth. Kenneth, would you like to present the proposal?
And if you should be able to unmute. Or you are muted, but.
Well, that's okay. It's a request to allow outdoor storage. There will be fencing around the storage area, and I think at this point we can open for any public comment regarding this proposal. Okay, seeing none. So yeah, so I think at this point, we can approve project number Plan 23-022, UP 23-014, the request for a conditional use permit to allow a 674 square feet outdoor storage at a commercial site based on the findings attached, which includes that the outdoor storage will be screened from public view with fencing, constructed of wood material. The outdoor storage will be not placed in the required setback. And the outdoor storage will not be permitted in the residential district. And anyone wishing to file an appeal may do so to the Planning Commission within 5 business days from the decision. To file an appeal, you may email me, the project planner, at monica.ly@cityofsanrafael.org and inform us that you are filing an appeal and include your contact information. Thank you.
All right, with that, the zoning administrator hearing is closed. I'm going to leave the meeting. As we mentioned, we're both available for email, so I'll just say, have a nice day, everyone.